Alrighty. Let's get this on the road. Kick against the wind.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the London Bulldogs and the Austin Armadillos. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Oh, we fell off for now.
Throwing on first down. Powell gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad. Sure, and to me, this play says our guy is better. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. Guess what? He's just better.
To throw on second down. Catch is made by Harry. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, you tackle, they go down on the spot.
Oh, nice play!
Now it's intercepted.
Nice.
Picked off at the 33.
Oh, yeah.
Return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Good
play. Not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. From the gun, Costello. He'll go down back at the 12.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
The snapper.
Second and 11. This is caught. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact
it's third down.
let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Back to throw. Powell. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On first down, Costello. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
1 second.
On first and 10, Costello. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Operating from the gun, Costello over the middle, complete. It's Barker. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
Let's go. Ready? A, B. Here we go, D. 6-6. Pull it high.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually, you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. On 3rd down, Costello. And touchdown. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I won't abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
How does that not work?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Powell. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger.
Come on.
Out of bounds right at the 25. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake. Powell. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Throwing on 3rd and long. Powell finds his tight end Ingram. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And his kick is indeed good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Damn it, I knew it too.
It's intercepted.
Ah, dang it.
And his guys are going to take
Damn it. I saw it, and I just...
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence.
Come on, how do you miss those tackles?
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And that's caught by Smith. And all the way down
Come
inside
on.
the 5 to the 4.
The stupid defensive line. Get to the fucking quarterback.
First and goal.
Come on.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, Powell toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Powell to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. Now, he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, you know, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treating a pitcher treats pitching a game.
How do you know I'm going to run out of that every damn time?
Sometimes you're back.
What's with the blitz? Oh, they call a fucking...
Make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Like, fuck off, game.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 30.
kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
From the gun on third down, Costello. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal.
Hey, Orbit. Ready?
From the gun, Costello, and it's caught. Touchdown. In for the score. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but looking ahead, they just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now...
Yep.
Costello's pass complete to number 80. Touchdown, London.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. A big play on the
How did he get so open? Come on.
4 yards.
Who covered him? Because now I'm going to get pissed off. Wow, 20. Yeah, of course. It's like a fucking 2nd string.
Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get point.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
Unstoppable in the fucking
his 5th touchdown now.
Like, come on.
As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's
Fine, you left me 39
a
seconds
game,
in
a
time.
series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So here are visitors to take over on offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Costello. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers. And somehow, some way, they make plays on the football. And sometimes you're there too soon.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Now! Five!
From the gun, Costello. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. So we have reached halftime here. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Now this throw caught left side, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Deebo Samuel with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
Nowhere to
escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On second down, here's Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Powell. Going to throw right side here, complete. Just well upfield across the 45. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
Fucking game. Put me on a fucking linebacker. Jesus Christ.
I know many people like to throw to the
That's
tight end,
fucking
maybe
hard.
flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Second and 3. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
Yeah, that's right,
go
Barkley.
down here
Get
at
fucked.
the 12-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
56. 3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Here we go, G. All day.
Second and 2. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Of course it's caught because fucking...
From 4 yards
Oh,
out.
come on.
And
Cover
his
your
guys are able to
man.
cut into that deficit.
Like, seriously.
A lot of
How
people might call
hard
this
is
backyard
it?
football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity
I
to
don't
go
get
up
it.
and make a play, even when contested.
What
Looks
the
like that
hell?
one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just
Why
run the
did
same
you
things
go
over and over.
backwards?
Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Looking to throw. Costello. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. On second down, it's Johnson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Powell going for the deep ball. He's got a man complete.
What the fuck?
And that one results in 35 yards. Well, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Again, it's Johnson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This will be from 49 yards out. Back now in Austin as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They run. It's Johnson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the 1st down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Call it a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Complete. Smith has it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, Powell. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Costello. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Costello. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To throw on 3rd down. Costello. A fight for the football.
Oh, come on. Fuck you, game.
He's picked off at his own 46.
Seriously?
And they take over. They'll set up shop.
Oh, my
at the
God.
46-yard
Trying
line.
to throw my game away.
So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7.
God, stop running the goddamn football. Pass it.
To throw on 2nd down, Powell. And his throw is incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense
Really?
is
You
tough
fucking game.
Look at
How is Smith wide open?
a little bit of praise.
How? Why are you all up in Smith's grill with the slot position? You fucking idiots. No, 53 was fine. It was, 20, you suck so hard. 20, Williams. What do you do? God, you just... Why do you fucking follow him? Madden, you are so broken. Watch, he just... Oh, look at this. Oh, look at that. Like, why are you... Oh.
That last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
20 is done. I am benching you for the rest of the game because you're terrible. I don't know why I even signed you. Yeah, you're terrible. You shouldn't even be... No, I don't want you as the slot corner.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The offense on third down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Johnson, and he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Are you serious?
Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
This game.
And there you go, nothing really too
They are dumb.
complex. Block, keep to your assignments.
Like, they are so retarded.
Fundamental football.
Like,
Good
what?
blocking,
What
keeps
is
good
that?
big on that play. End result, touchdown.
And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it.
Like, what normal team is going to fucking run the ball
Unfortunately, they couldn't get
down
it.
by 18?
And I know we brought analytics
God
into the
damn
game,
it.
and someone has said here that the data
Playing
says that
pass
when the
all
team's
the way, they
expecting
just
an
fucking run it up
onside
the
kick,
gut.
80% of the time,
Madden, fix
the
your
team
goddamn
expecting it,
bullshit.
they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Back to throw. Costello got his man complete over the middle. That's Barker. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Costello. And he's got it. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Deebo Samuel becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw. Powell. And this one complete to Smith. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Back to throw. Powell. Got a man open. That's Harry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Stop. No
now
huddling.
The second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
God damn it.
Number 53, Mike 53. I got you, punk.
On 1st down, Powell, and he's going to get
Come
this
on!
inside the 30.
Fucking cover.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Looking to throw, Powell, and this is caught at the 8. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Come on. What the fuck is that shit?
And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that
Oh
touchdown
my
counts for their
God.
team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something
God
maybe positive
damn
to
it.
look at on
I
film.
had them under
This one's
control.
over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point right down
Stop
the
it,
middle.
you
So two
stupid
scores down.
fucking
Time
team.
definitely not an ally.
Stop
but
trying
here
to come
comes the
back.
onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that
Jesus
should just about put a
Christ.
capper on this one. They knew
I
they
don't
needed a
know
miracle.
what the
They
fuck
had to have that
happened in the
onside
fourth
kick.
quarter.
They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Elliott good with a PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
Really? You got caught for pass interference?
Yeah, probably just want to put
Dude,
this one behind
seriously.
them. Now a throw on
Oh
first
my
down
God.
there, but it's incomplete.
Really?
For this
Really?
home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So from the
Get him
39
off.
now, they'll
Fucking
come up on a
goddamn
1st and 10.
Rip left, rip left.
From the gun, Powell. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield.
Check, 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 check.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Powell. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Back to throw. Powell. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
On 4th down, Powell. And he's going to go down again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Come on, set. 8, read. Stop your whining. Get it.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Londoners, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Austin, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, thank you for watching. That's going to conclude my stream. No, I don't. Stop broadcasting. There we go.